The Book of Boba Fett was a miserable mess. Like holy moly, I went in with low expectations and still came out disappointed. This series made Boba look dumb, like a bumbling idiot, just doing what other people suggest. He never takes the initiative, never takes the lead. I get that he's getting older, so he can't be as quick on his feet as before, but at least make him more cunning. This is the guy who outmaneuvers Han Solo, for crying out loud.
You want to abandon Mos Espa and hide in your fortress, go ahead. We're staying. The people who live here need our protection.
They're after you guys, not the people. By staying there and bringing the battles in the city, you are endangering the people further. The only character development that I found throughout the whole series was in this scene.
I'm tired of our kind dying because of the idiocy of others. We're smarter than them.
But I feel like it would have been more powerful if they had shown it. Instead of 4 episodes of flashbacks with Tuskens, show one with Boba in his prime. Show us why he's changed his ways and doesn't want to be a bounty hunter anymore. The flashbacks with the Tuskens really bored me. Though I understood why they did it, they really should have shortened it. 2 episodes at max. It didn't start out all bad though. The show did have some promise. After this scene, where they mentioned that Mos Espa was divided into 3 families, I thought, ooh, okay, this is where the real gangster crime lord element kicks in. Plotting, mind games, manipulation, assassination, showing us that even though he's aging, his mind is still as sharp as ever. Instead, we get this. These mods look terrible, especially with their speeders. They look sci-fi, but don't fit into the Star Wars universe, at least in my opinion. A common complaint I've heard is that the episodes with Mando, Luke, and Grogu make the series as a whole weaker. I disagree. I don't mind them doing episodes with other characters as long as you deliver a good story about Boba. But in this case, they didn't. Instead, those 2 episodes without Boba turned out to be the best episodes of the whole season. The only Boba-centric episode I somewhat enjoyed was the finale, where we see him in action with Mando, but really it's Grogu, Mando, and Fennec that steal the show, especially with that final assassination scene. That was awesome. There are some good moments in the series. Cad Bane showing up was cool, Fennec never disappoints in her action scenes, but these are all marred by the dull overall narrative of the series. They should have leaned in more with the crime family conflict instead of Boba with the Tuskens. Maybe introduce Cad Bane earlier. See him versus Boba, not just in a shootout, but in mind games. Don't just introduce him in one episode and kill him in the other. Though there is a small glimmer of hope that he's alive with that beeping at the end. All in all, the Book of Boba Fett was a huge letdown for me. They spent way too much time with flashbacks that didn't add much to the story. The action scenes often had too many cuts and felt odd. The main protagonist looked like a fool rather than a cunning, fearsome figure. Though there were some good scenes, it is muddled by the overall disappointing narrative. 5 out of 10.